Hello, and welcome to the Rising 6th Grade presentation. This presentation is for rising 6th graders and their families, for students who will be attending River Trail Middle School in the fall of 2020. Originally, this presentation was set to take place on March 30th at our Parent Night event. Unfortunately, that event could not take place due to COVID-19 and school closures. Therefore, we're coming to you online through a virtual presentation. If you have questions during this presentation, please know that there is a way for you to submit your questions at the end. Also, just a disclaimer that this information is subject to change due to the uncertain times that we are living in. We hope that you enjoy this presentation and that you and your students are excited about middle school. Welcome to River Trail Middle School. My name is Claire Graff, and I'm the 6th grade counselor at River Trail. I will be guiding you through this presentation and responding to your questions as you have them. Please know that there is also a virtual tour that you can watch so that you can experience our building as much as possible virtually. We hope that you will enjoy that video in a separate link. River Trail Middle School is located in Johns Creek, Georgia. We are a middle school that is part of the Fulton County Schools District. Specific information about our school climate and our academic performance can be found online. The mission of River Trail Middle School is to advance student creativity, critical thinking, and citizenship by engaging students in educational and social opportunities through school and community collaboration. The vision of River Trail Middle School is to guide all students toward their full potential as productive members of society. At River Trail, we have the Wolf Way. The Wolf Way describes the ideal River Trail student. They are respectful, kind, and a problem solver. At River Trail, we encourage all students to live out the Wolf Way daily. We love to see our students treating each other with respect, showing kindness, and actively problem solving through challenges. Students are rewarded with positive incentives for exhibiting the Wolf Way. River Trail Middle School is home of the Wolves, and our school colors are black and gold. At River Trail, we are blazing trails to new horizons. River Trail is part of a larger community. All of our students feed directly into Northview High School unless they move away from our area. We receive students at River Trail from 4 local feeder elementary schools: Shakerag Elementary, Fenley Oaks, Wilson Creek Elementary, and Medlock Bridge. We also receive students from private schools, other Fulton County schools, other counties in Georgia, other states, and even other countries. Here are some staff members that you should know. In the center, we have our principal, Mr. Neil Pinnock. Above Mr. Pinnock in this slide, we have our administrators. Starting at the left, we have Laura Ogan. She is our 6th grade assistant principal. Next up is Mr. Crotsley. He is the assistant principal for 7th grade. To his right, we have Miss Sherry Anderson, 8th grade assistant principal. And next to Miss Anderson is Miss Lahman. Miss Lahman is our administrative assistant. In the bottom of this slide, we have myself, 6th grade counselor Miss Graff, Miss Bartley to my right. She's our 7th grade counselor. And then over to the side, we have Mr. Peterson, our 8th grade counselor. And finally, we have our graduation coach, Miss Robertson. These are just a handful of some important staff members that you should know as you get ready to come to River Trail next year. In addition to some of our awesome school leaders, we have amazing teachers and staff. And they can't wait to meet you. So let's begin our journey in learning more about 6th grade at River Trail Middle School. In middle school, we follow a team model. All 6th grade students are assigned to a team. A team consists of students that share mostly the same group of teachers and the same group of Wolfpack teachers. We'll talk more about that in a minute, but your Wolfpack teacher is your homeroom teacher, basically, kind of like an advisor. We typically have about 3 to 4 teams in 6th grade. That just varies by year depending on how many students we have overall in 6th grade. You'll see here that this is an example of a team of teachers, just a few of them. This is Team C. So, for example, there's a math teacher, social studies teacher, science teacher, and language arts. They are able to work together, collaborate, plan, and help students be successful. All right, so here's a look at our 6th grade schedule. Each grade level has a little bit of a different schedule just so that we can accommodate connections and lunch. So we have 8 periods in the day. You'll notice that 4th period is when 6th graders go to lunch. Lunches are staggered by team and by teacher, so they last about 25 minutes long. You might have lunch at the beginning of a period or more into the middle, and some classes will have it towards the end of 4th period. Connections for 6th grade, these are like specials or electives, those take place during 7th and 8th period. And then 6th graders are dismissed from their 8th period at the end of the day to go home at 4:05. You'll also notice that we have a 3-minute transition time between classes. Here are just a few daily procedures to keep in mind. When 6th graders arrive at school, they go directly to the cafeteria until they're released to go down to the 6th grade hall in their first period class at 8:40 a.m. That's when the bell rings. 6th graders have very little interaction with 7th and 8th graders. Sometimes that's a big worry for 6th graders coming to middle school, but we do our best to keep students separated. 6th graders go down one side of the hallway. They go down the right side to the 6th grade hall, and then the 7th and 8th graders use a different hallway to go down to the 7th and 8th grade halls in the morning, so just keep that in mind. Students are given the opportunity to go to their lockers between classes during that transition time that I just mentioned previously. If students are going to their locker or another location in the building, like the bathroom during a class, we ask that they use a pass. Most times this is the student agenda. There's actually a place for passes within the agenda book. Lunch takes place during 4th period, like I mentioned before, and lasts 25 minutes. Money can be placed on students' lunch accounts by going online to mypaymentsplus.com. During 3rd period, all students experience what is called Wolfpack. This is consistent through 6th, 7th, and 8th. A student has a Wolfpack teacher assigned to them at the beginning of the school year, and they stay with that same Wolfpack teacher all year long. This is kind of like a student's home base. So this takes place again during 3rd period, and our schedule for Wolfpack changes a little bit each day throughout the week. This schedule is subject to change, so please keep that in mind, that this schedule may not be the same in the fall of 2020. But Wolfpack is an advisement time. It's a great time to ask questions and get help. On Mondays, we focus on organization and character education. So helping our students have those success skills that they need to navigate school and life. Tuesday is our recess day for 6th grade. Again, sometimes the schedule changes, just keep that in mind, but recess is a great time to go outside, get some fresh air, and just socialize with friends, connect, maybe play football, play soccer, walk around. That's recess. Wednesday, we typically have a study hall. This is a great time to get support from teachers, maybe finish up an assignment, get ahead on homework, work on a project, that sort of thing. Thursday, we drop everything and read. That's what DEAR stands for. We also allow for students to work on their iReady reading. Friday, we currently have an academic support day. So this typically alternates. Some Fridays we will have a time that is a mandatory study hall, or a time where teachers can work alongside students who need that extra help. And then other Fridays, when it alternates, we have a bonus recess. So if you get all your work turned in and completed, then you get to have an extra recess, which is really great. Here is just a quick overview of our 6th grade curriculum. Students in 6th grade take English language arts, math, social studies, earth science, reading, or a world language class. Class placements are really based on how your student performed in elementary school. We really value the information that the elementary schools provide us about your child's performance, growth, and progress in 5th grade, and this information helps determine class placements for middle school. If you have questions about the course verifications that you received for your student coming to middle school, please reach out to the elementary school teachers first. And then from there, we can collaborate with those teachers and just make sure that your child is placed appropriately for 6th grade. Specific curriculum information can be found at fultonschools.org. Students in 6th grade will take a reading class, or if eligible, they will take a world language course. All students in 6th grade are able to take reading if they would like. Math Enhanced is a new math class that will be offered starting next school year. This is the information that we currently have regarding Math Enhanced. Please know that information about Math Enhanced is subject to change. If you are thinking about opting your child into the enhanced math class, please consider your child's current performance in math. Talk to their current math teacher and evaluate the best decision for your child in 6th grade. During 7th and 8th period, 6th graders have connections classes. Connections classes are like specials in elementary school, also sort of like electives in high school. Connections classes include CTAE classes, Adventure Quest, art, business education, engineering, family and consumer science, health, and PE. Music programs are also considered connections classes. At River Trail Middle School, we have band, chorus, and orchestra. Connections classes are randomly assigned, except for music programs. These classes are selected by rising 6th graders before they start school. It's okay if a student changes their mind about whether or not they want to be in band, orchestra, and chorus. We just ask that you would let us know with enough time to make a schedule change. Beginning in the 2020-2021 school year, all 6th graders must take a 9-week or quarter-long career technical agricultural education connections class, CTAE. This allows students to explore various career pathways. Some pathways include engineering, information technology, business and marketing, audiovisual and film, education, healthcare, law, public safety, and other skilled trades. More information about these classes will be available later in the year. At River Trail, we have 3 incredible music programs. Students are able to be part of band, orchestra, or chorus. Students may only participate in 1 music program during their time at River Trail. When a student signs up for a music class, this is a year-long commitment for 6th grade. Students will then continue on if they decide in 7th and 8th grade. Being a part of a music program is a great way to learn an instrument or to participate vocally. Music programs offer opportunities for students to grow and to make new friends and be part of a musical community. When you come to middle school, you will receive a school-issued device. Our current device is a Dell laptop computer. All students will receive a device. Student laptops are to be used only for educational purposes and are monitored by our school and district. Students will need headphones and earbuds for completing different assignments on their computers. Speaking of technology, technology and email is the best and most efficient way to contact teachers if students or parents have questions. At the beginning of the school year, teachers will send home a course syllabus for their respective classes. These will go home in the first week of school. Conferences are scheduled by teacher invitation or by parent request. In middle school, most teachers prefer to meet as a team of teachers. Conferences are conducted with multiple teachers present. This is not to intimidate families, but to show that we are here to support your student as a team. Often, when a student is not doing well in one class, he or she is struggling in another class. Meeting as a group of teachers offers multiple perspectives. It's also a way that teachers can show what is working and how students are being successful in one or more classes and how we can help them improve in other areas. A final way that we communicate with our families is through the Wolf Den News. The Wolf Den News is a weekly newsletter that goes out from RTMS. Our principal also uses Blackboard Communications to send parent emails. Homework. In middle school, there is an increase of homework as students have a larger number of classes. However, homework is not meant to overwhelm students. The purpose of homework is to practice skills and concept learned in class and to prepare for quizzes and tests, get assignments done, and work on long-term projects. Helpful homework resources. As mentioned in the previous slide, students are encouraged to use their student agenda book to keep up with assignments. If students have questions about homework, tests, or other things related to school, we encourage students to reach out to their teachers. Teachers are a valuable resource and they want to help students. They don't mind getting questions. They are here to help you. Teacher websites are a great resource for students. Most of our teachers use Microsoft Teams as well as Microsoft OneNote. Our teachers hold help sessions weekly and daily, and a calendar can be viewed on our website to find out more about help sessions. We ask that students would lean on each other, that if they have a question, reach out to a friend, ask a classmate. Our online platforms, such as Microsoft Teams, enable students to ask their classmates for help. Students should ask their parents for help as well. And on Wednesdays, we have something called One-to-One Reach Club. This is an opportunity for students to receive tutoring support from Northview High School students. Here is some information about grading. Grades can be viewed in Infinite Campus by students and parents. We encourage parents to download the Campus Parent app on their phone. Progress reports are sent out electronically each 9 weeks. Paper report cards go home at the end of each semester. Grades are cumulative for an entire semester, and unlike elementary school, grades do not start over every quarter. At the end of each semester, students are recognized for outstanding grades. Awards are given out by team. Graded papers are returned to students in class. They are not sent home directly to parents as in elementary school in a weekly folder or other methods. Staying organized will help you be successful in middle school. Please know that organization is a challenge for many 6th graders. It's a big transition coming to middle school, going from having just a handful of teachers to having more. Be patient with yourself, and in time you will find a system that works well for you. If you had a system that worked well for you in elementary school, keep it going. If it's time for you to try something new, maybe have a binder for every class or an accordion folder for all of your classes where you can keep everything in one place. Try having a notebook for all of your homework. One side being incomplete, other side being complete. We find that a lot of students will do their work, but they struggle to turn it in. Make sure that you have a system in place for you so that you are getting credit for the hard work you're doing. Turning in work can be difficult, but when you have a system in place, you will be successful. Don't worry, teachers are here to help you. As you navigate the first few weeks and month of middle school, teachers are going to help you stay organized and help you find those systems that are going to work well for you. Next up, we're going to talk about lockers. So this is a big part of your organizational journey. Students are assigned a locker during sneak preview, and we're going to attempt to keep those lockers near where most of your classes will be. Right now, lockers are being assigned by Wolfpack teacher. So the goal is to have a locker near the classroom of your Wolfpack teacher. Your Wolfpack teacher will work with you on Mondays or whichever day we are focusing on organization to help you stay organized. It's important to take time to clean out your locker and make sure that all papers are in a folder or binder. It's really helpful to have a locker shelf. A locker shelf helps you keep your binders and notebooks separated from other materials. We encourage students to purchase a wire locker shelf. The 12-inch locker shelves work the best with our lockers at River Trail. In looking at this picture, you'll notice two hooks. Students store their backpacks in their lockers during the day, and they carry around their items to their classes. These hooks are a great place to hang a backpack or a lunchbox or a jacket. Please, please, please put your name or your student's name on all belongings. Binders, book bags, pencil cases, jackets, PE uniforms, water bottles, all of the things. We want to make sure that if something is lost, it makes its way back to you. Something else that should stay in your locker all day long, if you have one, is a cell phone. Cell phones are allowed to come to school, but while at school, cell phones should be off and safely stored in student lockers. Cell phones are not to be used throughout the school day. Students are recognized for their positive behavior in demonstrating the Wolf Way. In 6th grade, we have something called paw punch cards. These are kind of like reward cards that you might use at a restaurant or a local business. So how can students earn paw punches? Well, they can be showing the Wolf Way. They can be demonstrating kindness, respect, or being a problem solver. They can show good manners. Students will get a paw punch for filling out their agenda completely each week with their assignments. They can get a paw punch for wearing spirit wear on Friday. And just other miscellaneous things that show positive behavior. Teachers are always looking to encourage positive behavior with students, and they want to reward good things that they're seeing. Students in 6th grade also receive off-the-trail slips for negative behavior. Blue slips, or off-the-trail slips, are given for various behavior offenses. You'll notice our current flow chart for our behavior plan in 6th grade. The goal of off-the-trail slips is to provide an opportunity for students to reflect on their behavior and make a better choice in the future. We want to help students stay on track and on the trail with their behavior at school. If a student earns multiple blue slips or off-the-trail slips, they will receive a behavior consequence such as silent lunch or detention. Attendance. It's important that students come to school each day and that parents and families encourage daily attendance. When students are absent, their parent or guardian should write a note stating their child's name and the date of the absences and the reason for the absent. What's really important is including that parent signature. Upon a student's return to school, after being absent, they should turn their attendance note or notes into the front office within 3 days of returning to school. A lot of times our students get confused by this, and they turn notes into the Wolfpack teacher, or they forget to bring them in at all. But we want to make sure that these notes are turned into our wonderful front office staff so that we can process these attendance notes and update the attendance for your student. Your student's attendance is viewable in Infinite Campus, and we try our best to keep that up to date throughout the day. It is the student's responsibility to contact his or her teacher to initiate all makeup work. More information about this can be found in the student handbook. We have many supports at River Trail Middle School to help your student be successful. We are here to support you. At River Trail, we have a wonderful team of student support staff to help RTMS students and families. We have 3 counselors, 1 for each grade level. Ms. Graff is the 6th grade counselor. Mr. Peterson is the 8th grade counselor in the middle, and Ms. Bartley is our 7th grade counselor. We also have a school psychologist, Ms. Joyner, a school social worker, Ms. Jasmine Jones, graduation coach, Ms. Sarah Robertson, and an instructional support teacher, Ms. Yolanda Jones. All of these support staff are housed in the counseling department. And again, we are here to support you and your families. More information about the River Trail Counseling Department can be found on the River Trail website. All right, so here are some suggestions for success in middle school. We want to encourage students to focus on the positive. Have an open mind. This is a new experience and a new journey, and it's going to be okay. Stay organized. Do your best to create a system that works well for you and staying organized. Again, be patient with yourself. This is a new transition and a new start. Do you remember when you first went to elementary school? Now you're beginning a new school, and it's time to find ways to help yourself do well. Manage time well. This might look like setting a timer for yourself when doing homework, or making sure that you are using the time between classes efficiently, and that you are going to your classes and going to different places in the building with a purpose. So that means when the bell rings, you are walking with a purpose. We want to make sure that we're getting to our classes on time and we're being respectful of our teachers as well as our classmates. Get involved. The best way to make friends and feel connected in middle school is to join a club, play a sport, or be part of an activity where you can get to know other students. Ask questions. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to admit you don't know something. It's okay to just, reach out to a teacher and say, hey, I don't really understand this. Can you provide some clarification? Asking for help can be a little bit scary at times, but it actually helps you grow. Persevere through challenges. We recognize that our students are problem solvers, and we love to see our students persevere through challenges. And finally, be kind. Middle school is going to be a whole lot easier if you are kind to others, especially your classmates and your teachers, and just those around you in the River Trail community. Kindness is contagious. Spread kindness like confetti. So joining a club is a great way to get involved and to make friends and feel connected. Here are just a few of the clubs that we have at River Trail Middle School. A complete list of our clubs can be found on the River Trail website. Students will be given an opportunity to learn all about the clubs at River Trail at the Student Club Fair during the first month of school. Another way for students to learn about clubs and other events happening at our school is through WWPK. WWPK is River Trail's daily news program that includes important school announcements. Many of you already know what Sneak Preview is, but this is an event that takes place before school starts, and it's kind of like our open house. Sneak Preview is typically the week before school starts. and we will be sending out more information regarding the date of sneak preview when we have that. At sneak preview, you'll get to purchase different items that you may need for PE. You'll get assigned a locker, and you'll be able to start practicing that combination. Sometimes we even allow for students to go ahead and set up their locker in advance. Students will receive their schedule at sneak preview. They can find out bus and transportation information, meet teachers and staff that are available that day. Parents and families can join our PTO. Spirit wear and school supplies can be purchased. And we will be accepting proofs of residency, as well as immunization forms. Speaking of immunizations, here is some information regarding the immunizations currently required for middle school. Vaccines must be on an updated 3231 immunization form. These forms can be faxed or mailed to River Trail Middle School, and we will provide updated information regarding immunizations and accepting this paperwork as we have it. We understand that your elementary schools are currently closed and may not be able to accept this paperwork at this time, as they would have in the past. In addition to immunization information that we need, we also need proof of residency for all incoming 6th graders. Students entering 6th grade must show 2 proofs of residency in a Fulton County attendance zone or have an approved hardship to our school. Please look at the acceptable proofs of residency, and we will accept 1 from each category. Still wanting to learn more about River Trail and get ready for 6th grade? Please join us on July 30th, 2020 from 9 a.m. to 1:15 p.m. at River Trail Middle School for New Student Mini Camp. This is a great opportunity to join River Trail teachers, counselors, and administrators for a half-day run-through of being a middle school student. Rising 6th graders will learn about lockers, organization, how to navigate RTMS, and so much more at Mini Camp. This is a really fun time to connect with students that you are coming to middle school with from your elementary school, as well as make lots of new friends. Y'all, it's a really fun time and we would love to see you there. The cost per student is $25, and registration will open on the RTMS website via OSP very soon. Unfortunately, due to school closure related to COVID-19, we are unable to open registration and collect payments at this time. Thank you for your patience as we navigate these uncharted times. We will get this up and going just as soon as we can, so stay tuned. More information will be sent out when available. All right, so we've been through a lot of information in this presentation. It's okay if you have questions at this point. Like I said before, we encourage questions. So these are the individuals that you can contact with specific questions. A form for general questions will be available at the end of this presentation. For class placements and course verification questions, please reach out to 5th grade teachers at your elementary school. For scheduling, you can contact Ms. Graff, the 6th grade counselor. Please contact Ms. Graff only after you have already reached out to your 5th grade teachers. For special education, that will be Ms. Yolanda Jones, instructional support teacher. For TAG, this is Ms. Ganaway, our TAG coordinator for 6th grade at RTMS. Please note that there is a separate TAG presentation for rising 6th graders. For 504 questions, you may contact our graduation coach, Ms. Sarah Robertson. And for general school information, please check out our website. Our website is a great resource. All staff email addresses and contact information can be found on the RTMS school website. We are so appreciative of our parents and families in our River Trail community. So what can parents do to help? Parents, please help your students manage the pacing of projects and assignments. Help your students stay on track with homework and upcoming items. Provide school supplies and a quiet place to study. Help students set academic goals and create social emotional boundaries. Use positive rewards and incentives at home to encourage your student. Help your child study for tests and quizzes. Monitor and support. Check in with your student about homework, their attendance, what internet sites they're going to on their student device, and please help regulate social media usage. Parents, you can review your student's agenda, and you can also review those school policies that are included in the front. Most of all, please talk with your child, stay connected with your child, and get involved as much as you can. Your student may be going off to middle school, but they're still growing and they need you. Students need help in 6th grade fostering self-advocacy skills and responsibility. They may be big and grown and be a big 6th grader now, but parents, they still need you, and we really appreciate your help. Parents can also be connected through PTO. Here is a link to join PTO and learn more about our PTO. We have now reached the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for your time and attention in watching our virtual presentation about River Trail Middle School and about the journey to being a rising 6th grader at our school. We hope you found today's information helpful, and if you have questions, we would really encourage you to submit them using the Microsoft form that can be accessed via the QR code on your screen or on the link. We are all in this together, and we cannot wait to welcome you to River Trail Middle School when the time comes. In the meantime, please stay engaged with us on social media. We often use the hashtag RTMSWolves. Again, we would strongly encourage you to visit our website and check out all of the information there. The link is below. One last reminder, this information shared in this presentation is subject to change and be updated. Thank you so much for watching this presentation. Please be sure to check out our virtual tour and the tag presentation if that is applicable to you. At River Trail Middle School, we are blazing trails to new horizons. Go Wolves!